Hey, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves on this journey to unconditional love. And so I'm back with a weekly read today of the energies for this week. And basically I do the divine counterpart, what they're thinking, feeling, wanting, and the same for us, the energies in the middle. And then also I do golden path guidance as well. So the energies for divine counterpart for us, what's at the heart of the matter, and the crowning and grounding energy. And so what I just wanted to share is I've just come back from doing I was already a Holy Fire Reiki master, but Holy Fire 2, sorry, but I just did an upgrade to Holy Fire to Karuna. What a mouthful. But it was quite an amazing experience. And so what is always amazing when you do these, when you do courses, is you share experiences with the other people on the course. And I just wanted to share what came through, because it was a 3-day course, and overnight when I woke up, I had this work going through my head, and it said Confucius mountains. And when I went to the next day to the course, one of the gentlemen that was on the course, his guide is Confucius, and I didn't really know about Confucius. Anyway, so, I mean, it just shows you how wonderful the journey is, right? And how much we share on this experience, and how our higher selves are all linked. And there is such a huge amount of guidance and help and support on this journey, because the quote that I was hearing in my head was this: the man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. And what was so wonderful is in the healing, I've been because during the course you do a lot of different healing sessions so you could be upgraded with the energy. And what happened was, one of the healings I've had a lot of lower back pain. And it's where I've been storing basically blocked emotions and stuck emotions. And so when I did the healing, I saw a bum bag, I think in the States you call it a fanny pack or a bum bag, like a small bag basically. And it was on it was on the small of my back, and it had small stones in it. And that was what was released in the healing. And then overnight, I received this quote in my space. So it is, and that is so true, because on this journey, you have to know that mountains will be moved, but you have to do your end of the deal and keep making small steps, small steps, small steps into more and more of the unknown. Because honestly, that is quite, that is the very challenging part of this journey, is that to basically constantly step into the unknown, which is, of course, very challenging, because your kind of ego brain always, wants to know a plan, wants to know how it's going to be, and all that sort of stuff. Which is why in the energies this week, it is so perfect. I couldn't make it up, because so the first thing is, you just have to know you're exactly where you are meant to be for your union. That is and whatever happens always happens for a reason. So you must trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, because in their thinking space, this comes up all the time, is that they are walking away from everything that is not supporting them living their highest and their best truth, right? It's literally walking into the twin flames behind, leaving. This is the pink cosmic heart, the higher heart, basically unconditional love. So they're walking towards unconditional love and leaving behind and wanting to close the gate on everything that is not supporting that journey, because there is a mass awakening on the planet. And so they are part of that, because they are linked to your energy field. So it's inevitable. I mean, it can't be escaped. It might, this might show, how this will show is that they could get really tricky, because, in a sense, it's like they might not want to change their lives, but they're feeling the pull really strongly. And so because of that, also, that is, part of why it's walking away from everything that you kind of know. And with that, It creates, you know, maybe like a little bit of stormy, oh, well, very much so a bit of storminess, right? And a bit of backlash, which is why I know lots of, you know, me personally, I'm not in contact with my twin at the moment because I know that I need to leave him just to get on with it, you know. And the time will be right, because the other message that I'm getting really clearly is that they will want to hunt you down. So that is walking away from things, because what they're feeling is they're feeling this sense of being really, really tied to stuff and wanting it to be free, because they've taken off the mask and they've taken off the veil, right? Because they're wanting to change their lives. And so that feeling of feeling constricted and wanting to move out because they've opened themselves up to the light is really, really, really crucial, right? So, and that feeling of feeling constricted inside is kind of not, you know, it's a bit like being a caged animal, right? You know, you want to change, and you know, so you get a bit like a bear with a sore head, because you want to get out of the situations that you're in. And you want change in your life, right? And the energy they're taking from the union is Archangel Metatron, right? It's all about opening up to the crown chakra, opening up to more and more of their soul self, and wanting to actually bring that into their physical, because it's number 4. It's about actually rooting it into their, you know, to create stability in their life. Because when you feel, you know, this wanting to be, you know, you feel out of balance, right? When you're stuck, when you're feeling attached to things that you don't really want to be attached to anymore, situations or people or whatever it may be, and you're wanting to walk away because that's what's on your mind, you know, it creates imbalance. And that, you know, they're wanting to have this sense of stability, because what they are wanting is essentially you. Because here, this is number 1147. Now, one thing, I've just come back this morning and I just was sort of guided to watch this film called The Longest Ride. And in it, the main character, he is a horse cowboy man. And his shirt number is 47. And it's all a love story. So 47 is obviously 11, but it's all about transformation. You are the woman. Look, she's wearing green. She's incredibly serene. She holds the book of love, the book of wisdom, sacred knowledge, transformation, you know, everything, basically. This is the calm. This is the patient. This is basically the calm in amongst the storm, right? So this is why you need to know that this is really what they're wanting. And because they are feeling and thinking, you know, all of these, you know, thoughts that they just want to move out of the situations they're in. That's why it's really important to be really strong in holding your space, right? Because you know about this journey, you know what it is. So that's why hold the space of love for them. Because the key thing that we need to know for them is it's all about having patience, right? Because they, you know, for them to find the power within them, this is their soul path, it's number 7. For them to find their own soul within them and the power of who they are within them, that essentially their I am power, you know, the twin flame within them, they need to go within. And so that's why, you know, the key thing is around having patience for this journey. So on our side, we have what we're thinking about them. And we've got loads of financial stuff on our side this week, because again, this is the soul, this is them holding the coin of truth. This is, you know, basically them, their higher self, basically. So we are thinking about them in the physical, but also thinking and communicating with their higher self, because we're always in communication with their soul. What we're feeling inside is that we're wanting this doorway to open, right? The golden city to open. It's number 4. So we're wanting to have abundance in every area of our life. And so as well, this is why this is great, right? Because this is what we have in the feeling space. The key thing to know for us is that abundance is coming. Abundance is supported by Trinity, the third energy. Abundance is coming in all areas of life. As long as we stay in the light, as long as we stay in the love, as long as we stay open-hearted, open to receive, and open to the joy and the universe and the magic. Because the energy that then we're taking into the union is about, you know, wanting to know a strategy, but knowing that actually it's not for us to define the strategy. It's the divine energy supporting it, right? So we have, you know, here we've got 2 3s, 2 4s. I haven't gone through all the numbering on here, but, you know, this is the mirror of each other. We've got 2 3s, 2 4s right in the heart of it. And it's all about knowing that, you know, basically in order to ground this love onto the planet, then the strategy for how that is going to happen is already done. It's already there. It's all a divine plan. So it's about believing and having strength and having the courage to live from the heart. So what we're wanting is, again, you can't make this up, is change, because we're wanting to bring this connection that we have and we know that we have in the spiritual. We want to actually change and have that in the physical, right? But you need to know that, again, this is so much supported by the angels to help us on this, to help create this change and bring it from spirit down into matter, into actually so we can touch, feel, smell, everything. And so because these unions are needed, okay? Because, again, wonderful. The crowning energy is number 5 again. So it's about opening the door to spirit, that this basically, this spiritual connection is flowing down to the earth, right? It's flowing down through the ethers, through the, you know, through the consciousness down into the physical, right? And so that takes time, and it's you know, you just have to trust. But look at this, it's got the dove of love. It's also showering on its way down, it's showering with golden light. And so the more and more and more you move into the heart, the more you feel that golden light touch every area of your life. Because look at the grounding energy, it is the soul path. Back to your Holy Grail, back to the Holy Grail that you hold together. Because again, this is like, you know, this is again driven by divine, you know, it's divine source, right? You are created by the divine. You are each other's Holy Grail. You are each other's maze. You're each other's destiny. You're each other's kind of inexplainable, wonderful romance. And so all doors will always lead back. And this is why the grounding energy of being your own soul path back to each other is so beautiful. Because right at the bottom we have the twin flame card, the cornucopia, the dream, the transformation, the butterflies, the apples, the apple of Aphrodite, the rise of the god, goddess energy in every single one of us. So you have to, and the angel of love, to help bring this down into our physical. Again, this is number 4, because this is you holding the rose quartz in your hand. If you, I do a Divine Love Crystal Grid, which uses Holy Fire Reiki, and I infuse pieces of rose quartz. So if you're part of the crystal grid, then essentially this is you holding that love, holding the love in your heart. Because it's all about moving into more intimate, more romantic, more heart-based relationships, and there is so much angelic support. So this is the last thing. If you are feeling like you're on the outside of your union, then it's all about stepping into the golden city, because they are in your heart. Your union is in your heart. So if you're feeling a bit like this and you're stood out in the shadow, don't, because there is new beginnings on the way. Purity, life, sun, joy, happiness. So trust in your journey, because it is all there. All right, I hope that helps. Take care. Bye.